That's great. Good morning,
Morning, everyone. Welcome.
everyone. Welcome to another Thursday with Georgiana and me.
The marvelous Miss Milagros Garcia.
We go the other way.
Good times. Good times. Oh,
How you
we are
doing?
excited for today. We've got some exciting new, like hot off the press news to share with you guys, and some ideas and tips for how you can grow your business. Sort of outside of our usual. It is and it isn't, because I feel like this is something we've been talking about for a while, but we just want to reiterate it a little bit. So, new
Yes.
stuff. New stuff.
And I was talking at our meeting yesterday, and I was telling them, I was telling our team, if you really don't cash in on online sales and recruiting, you might not have a business in a few years.
Mm.
Things
It's
are
funny.
moving so fast.
Yeah, it's
You
funny you say that, because my mom on Monday, she was saying, last year this time, no, the year before this time, there are people, here in Queens, there were little small mom and pop neighborhood shops. They didn't deliver, they didn't take credit card. And the other day we were driving through and we were like, wow, a lot of these places are closed. And
oh
the
my
restaurants, at first we were like, oh, the big restaurants stayed open. And I was like, no, because if you look, like, that guy is a small shop, but they take credit card. They started delivering. We could, we got started getting flyers for people in the neighborhood who are doing different things. You really have to, if you can roll with the times, you can stay alive a lot longer.
I know my son was telling me that I think it was Domino's Pizza, that they don't need a delivery uh, guy, that they do it, you know.
Uber Eats.
No, not even that. It says that I don't know how it works, but it says it's like a robot or something.
Oh, yes, that's new.
Oh my gosh, I was like, we're not gonna have any use of anything. Like everything is gonna be online.
And
Like
automated.
yeah.
you
So
know, I don't know. There are some jobs that, yes, AI is going to really affect. And like always, there are going to be new jobs. And then there are going to be things that the computer can't do, or they're going to need people to supervise the computers. So, yeah, there's going to be a lot. I forgot about that. Totally different.
but
Could
then
you imagine if we could put our Avon orders in a little, like, helicopter, just mail it to our customers?
yes, and a driver that just is used to just driving and dropping off stuff is gonna have to get skilled into just doing something online. So I know that it's challenging for a lot of people. I know it is for me. Now I'm getting better.
Change. It's a challenge for everyone.
Yes, but you must take advantage of online. Start right now, because once you get to a point that you're really going to stress out because everything is digital, then it's going to be too late.
Yeah, it'll be too much to learn. That is a really good point. We have two people I know, older couple. Back in the day when not when computers first came out, but like in the early 2000s, when you started, computers were huge, but the internet was just starting to launch. I was maybe in high school, right? um, there was this couple. One of them started to, just dabble in the computer. Started playing solitaire to get used to using the mouse. Started to browse the web a little bit. The other person was like, "Oh no, it's computers. It's too hard. I don't need it. I don't need to learn it. I don't want to bother with it." Blah blah blah. Flip phone, the whole nine. And then, technology started to change. We started to go through the touchscreen phones. We started to, online became a way for everything. No more paper statements. You had to go online to manage your bank accounts, make payments, and things like that. And the person who started little by little early on was able to grow as technology changed. And, she still sometimes will be like, "Okay, I'm stuck, Georgie, can you help me?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure, no problem. I could walk you through, but at least I can, if I say, okay, take the mouse and double click on this, click on that, it's easy. She
Yeah.
gets that." But with the husband, I'm like, okay, double click. No, with the right side. No, the other right side. And there's the whole like, okay, this is how you use the mouse. This is where you found the internet. This is the browser. And I was thinking about what you're saying now in business. When Avon first launched Avon 2.0 back in the day, and they gave us a new release of the website, a lot of us jumped on right away and said, okay, if this is what's rolling out, we need to learn it. And there were representatives who were just completely oblivious. Then one day they woke up and their website was different and they're like, oh my gosh, it's all changed. What is this? And I was like, we've been doing this for a year now. Where have you been? So now while everybody was already doing the promo tools and all this stuff, they were figuring out what is Avon now and what is Avon 2.0? How do I use this? So you don't want to be on the latter end of that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you make a great point. It's about practice also, or doing something different. Because
little by little, you don't want to take it like in one bite and get overwhelmed.
Yes, I see representatives who don't even have in their profile that they're Avon representatives. So that should be they should start with just putting I'm an Avon representative. Shop on my website www.youravon.com/ that easy, and
little by little.
That leads us to Sip and Shop.
Yes. So our brand new thing that we're doing, I love this because this is a take on something old that Avon is like remaking something new. So you guys remember Sip and Shops back in the day? You'd have a gathering, you get together, like classic Avon. You go to a customer's house, they invite their friends over, you sit, you sip, you have little tasty things, and you shop the brochure, you shop the products. Classic at-home sales. Avon is like taking that and one-upping it. Now they're connecting it with Livestream. So they're having a in-person ship and shop on a grand scale. It's not in somebody's home. It's like at a place that they rented. Just the same way that they used to do like the Avon conferences for us, where we could come and preview new products. But they're also adding a live component. So your customers can, even if they can't physically attend the event, they can still shop online, take advantage of the specials and the offers, and get discounts. Guys, your customers get free shipping when they place an order of $25 on your website. Normally it's $60, but they'll get it with the $25 order. So this is a great way to introduce your customers to shopping online, introduce them to live streams, and to reward them. I think it's a great customer appreciation to be able to say, look, I'm giving you free shipping this weekend. Whatever you need, $25 order, place your order.
And
how about you, Millie? How are you using it?
Yes, well, I love I call it open houses. I never call them, you call them Sip and Shop. I remember your Sip and Shop. Well, I call them open houses. But now that we're able to do it live, you don't even have to go. I mean, you can just attend all of them. You don't have to attend just that one in your area. Just, register for all of them, share all of them. And it's a 24-hour after it's done that the customer can still shop on your website and get take advantage of the deals. So please do advertise it. Make sure that you let your customers know. You were just telling me this morning, Georgiana, that your customers are still ordering $24, one more dollar, and they get free shipping.
Yeah, they save $8 for just one more dollar. But that's on us. We have to promote more. And I know I need to promote more. I normally post the event the day of, but I'm going to work on starting to, talk about it more, start to text customers in the area. Every week, every Saturday we have this, but we have to get that conversation going. And I haven't been seeing a lot of that conversation happening online, even amongst us representatives.
Yes. So let's take advantage of that. It's just, how much it costs to do a Sip and Shop or open house. Yeah. So you have a chance of having one, bringing your customers, bringing your team, or just, you can just get together at your house, invite a whole bunch of customers, your team, and hey, let's watch, this show live and
watch party.
Excitement. Yeah, let's do a watch party. So what do you think, everyone? And we have Heather here. Hi, Heather, Nita, Candace. Welcome. Thank you for saying hello.
And let us know in the comments, how are you promoting these sip and shops that Avon is having? How are you seeing it affect and grow or help your business? How are your customers liking it? I know every time there's a ship and shop, I see an increase in my online sales. Remember, Avon is also emailing out to customers, but those things, sometimes it goes to their promotions or their spam folder. Sometimes the customers don't check their email. I know I have a lot of people don't check their email but once a month. So, for you, start that conversation as well. But how are you guys doing that? Let's know in the comments. Share.
Yes, please. And please just continue to build your online presence, continue to learn about how to build a business online, how to promote it using your social media, because the more you learn, the more you earn.
I love that.
And things are just going, so fast. Things are changing so fast. You're going to be so surprised when and it's actually going to be easier, right?
Yes, 100%. Like you said, remember when we used to do our either ship and shops or open houses ourselves, finding a location, getting the food, sending out the invitations, email, phone call, text, invitations. Now Avon is picking up the tab. They're doing all the legwork. So we're just inviting people.
Yes. Yes. How simple is that? I think we take it for granted. Or what I'm thinking is like maybe it takes a little bit of time for everyone to digest that. Yes, it's real, that you can, yes, you can do. We don't want you to wait that long. We just want you to act on now and start taking advantage. What is it? Every other Saturday.
Every
Right?
Saturday, actually. We've had one so far. We've done Nashville, California. I think this weekend is what, Oregon? Let me bring up the page, or Ohio, one of those places. But every Saturday this month, plus except on the New York event. The New York event is actually going to be on a Friday. So
yeah, the Avon Live is
right.
every other. Yes, but look at all we have. We're busy just online, so let's organize our calendar. This is a great way to just have your events written down. That way, when you look at your calendar, you know what you're promoting. So write down all these. I know it's something new, something that you have to get used to it. But if you write it down and you look at your calendar, you give yourself a few days before the event to promote it, and you'll be able to. So
It comes with planning too. If you were to, first of all, you should be working your business. And I love that, Milagros, you always talk about creating, working on your calendar, creating and scheduling your events. And I think that as business owners, if you had a boutique or a shop, you would plan out what events you would have for the month. If you had a restaurant, you would be planning out your menu. So it just comes back to taking that professional outlook when it comes to your business and saying, okay, these are the events that I'm having for my business this month. These are all shopping and promotion opportunities. I love that you said it's a promotion opportunity. And it's also a learning opportunity, because don't forget, your customers are watching you. You're the representative that they see from the Avon company. So you want to make sure that you are presenting the best version of yourself. And I'm learning a lot by watching these sip and shops, especially now that they have other representatives co-hosting. I watch them, and I watch the conversation, how it goes in between the two of them, how they share the products. And it gives me ideas for what I can talk about when I'm sharing with my customers. Sometimes you guys, especially as new reps, you might say, I don't know the products. What do I say? How do I promote? How do I talk to my customers? How do I present? How do I do live streams? Watch the live streams that Avon is doing and learn, practice, try to emulate what they're doing. How do they look? How do they set up the screen? How do they set up the camera? Vertical, horizontal, all of those things are being answered in the live streams that Avon is doing.
I love that. I was thinking about that when I was watching the last live stream. I was telling my husband, I said, "Wow, I'm learning so much." So it's all about duplication. If you already have something that you can duplicate and do that looks professional, why not?
Yeah, and Avon, multi-million-dollar company, they can pull out all the bells and whistles if they wanted to, but there's a part of me that's like, get more technology. I want to see, different things happening. But I do like that they're keeping it simple, because it's something that we as representatives can duplicate. Each live stream, whether it's a weekend tip and shop or a Tuesday night tip and shop, they just have a set couple of products, whether it's home or a new lipstick launch. They're not doing like, okay, we're going to go through the entire Avon catalog. They're picking a handful of products, and each of us can do this. You can go through your what's new. You can get the products before they launch. You can see what's coming out. You can get a handful, set them up in front of you, put your camera on a tripod or prop it up on some books, and just talk. What are the different products? Product number 1, this is what it is. This is how you use it. These are the benefits. Who are you? I'm a representative. This is why I joined. So, both versions, Tuesday night and Saturday, give you different options and ideas for how to live stream.
Yes, and it's if you're camera shy, I know a lot of people are really shy about the camera. You might want to try just. Well, oh, come on. I was gonna give him another 2. I like that.
Okay, I'm sorry. You can't be shy.
No, well, I was suggesting. Come on.
Sorry.
That was good though. I love that. You surprised me.
I thought that's where you were going with that. All right.
Well, I was gearing more towards opening a private group, inviting a few customers and a few friends, and just start doing the live videos and start getting better and better and practicing. And sometimes just telling people, hey, guys, thank you for being here. I'm like really, really shy. I don't know how to do this. Just bear with me. And just doing that, and people will be like, oh.
Don't say you don't know, but say that you're learning. I'm new to this. I'm learning.
Well, their friends are there, their customers are there, so they're not strangers.
I'm learning how to do this, guys. I'm figuring this out. Come join me. Give me feedback.
Yeah, I love that.
Great.
And Leola says, thank you for the information. It's so helpful. Thank you so much. Thank you. And Nita says, I have one of those in my gallery.
One of the product demonstration videos, Nita? Or a group post? Let us know how you're using this. But speaking of new things that are coming out, so we have the social aspect online, but Avon has not stopped. Nita says yes. Avon has not stopped. They also have some really great opportunities for us to promote the business with other methods and tools. So you guys are all familiar with our Retune Inner Beauty line. Now we have a brand new addition to our Avon family, Miss Frances, and I might be mispronouncing this, but Largeman Roth, who is our RDN. She's partnered with Avon now. So she's going to be helping to promote our Retune products. And you guys are familiar with all of these. Millie, you were talking this morning about some of the ones that you've used as well.
Yes, I am excited. I'm all about health and wellness. And I was a little bit, I was a little bit sad when the shakes were out, but I know that something bigger and better is coming, you guys, because this is a line that just a few products that they have introduced. They're so nicely packaged. They're very good quality. The vitamins, the collagen. Try it and share with your customers. Start using these products so you can recommend them, because I know that a big launch is going to happen. Well, I just had the feeling, not because anyone told me. And what's coming? RevFest.
Yep.
So
they're starting to roll out those new products.
Yes. So it's going to be in August. So you better register for RevFest.
Yeah. But these opportunities, I think, are great too, because having that social backing from a professional, someone who, this is her career, this is what she knows. So for someone of that caliber to back our products, that's great for us, because when we're talking to customers, they might feel like, supplement from Avon, I don't know, does Avon do supplements? I'm not maybe so comfortable, or maybe they're not comfortable with supplements at all. I know for myself, I was like, I don't know what to take. Where do I even begin? But being able to, having that, what we call social proof, that person who's a professional to back our products. And for us, it's also going to be, additional advertising, because if you read the article, and you can actually find this article on your website, so you can share it with your customers. I'm going to be posting it to my page later on. She's been on other shows like the Today Show, Good Morning America, Access Hollywood Live, CNN, Rachel Ray, Dr. Oz. So she's a well-known professional. And if you read the article, it says that she's going to be our brand ambassador. So she's going to be talking about these products. So the people who follow her, the people who found her through all of these, TV channel and TV shows, they're going to be watching, okay, she's recommending Avon. So where do I find a representative that I can get these products from? And you're going to want that person to be you. I know for myself, whenever Avon has that, what do you call it? When they're in magazines, or when they're on TV, when they're commercials, people will reach out to me like, I know you sell Avon. I saw this commercial. Do you have this? So you want to be that person that people go to and say, I know you sell Avon. Can you get me this?
I have been noticing that, the Avon awareness that we have right now, it's not like the Avon that we used to have many years ago. Like people would say, oh, Avon is for the old ladies, I remember those days. But now, when I mention Avon, I say, oh, Avon, nice, I love Avon. You get a different response.
Yes.
Than, I was getting tired of, oh, yeah, my grandma used to sell Avon. I'm like, what do you mean?
Years ago,
hey, Grandma.
We're still around.
So it's totally different. I can see it. I mean, our products are quality. They are high end. We have for all prices, for men, women. We have the kids.
Health and wellness buffs.
Yes. So get ready, guys. Get excited. Yes. I'm doing the Tony Robbins.
I see your energy, and that's what people feed off of. They're like I said earlier, your customers are watching your energy. If you're excited about the product, they're gonna be like, "What the heck is she so excited about? What is she talking about?" I always talk about, and I always try the new products for myself, so that I can have my own testimonial. When new products come out, I budget for it. You have to budget responsibly. I try to get what I can so I can use it, and a lot of times, a sale that I make will be from me having a product on hand myself. I love that Candice is saying that she demoed the 2-piece lounge set and short set on her social media. So yeah, a lot of customers don't know we have these products until we talk about it, or until the Avon brand ambassador shares it.
So yeah, let's be our own advertisement or our own product. Push those online sales. I mean, there's so much you can do. Just start with your profile. I want to see everyone's profile, at least, that says, I'm an Avon representative. Shop, link in bio. Start promoting. Have fun with your promotions. And, if like I was saying, one of my representatives was telling me that for some personal reasons, she's not allowed to promote a business in her profile. So I said, okay, well, that's easy. Why don't you just open up a page? And through that page, people are going to find you, and you're able to, send the promotions to your customers through your page, not your profile. So there's ways to do it. Even if you're not able to promote a business on your profile, you have your pages, you have your Instagram. just make sure that you use some kind of form to, to get noticed. So people say, hey, there she is.
Yeah, people have to see you. And, if they don't see you using your own products, if all
Yeah.
of your posts are the generic posts from the Avon brochure, like you should have some things in your pantry, in your medicine cabinet, in your bathroom shower, on your sink. Like there's so much stuff now, toothpaste, body lotion, shower gel, Candice, the clothes, the jewelry. There's a category for every
Yeah.
single person. So you
Even
should have products that you can talk about and share. Millie was just talking about that one this morning.
getting eyebrows. Look
And
at
getting
that.
eyebrows.
Hey, I'm impressed. Seriously.
Stuff that you're using, definitely.
Yes, but you gotta be consistent because then you say, okay, oh, I used it one day and nothing was growing, but if you're consistent, look.
Yeah, you start to see results. And even if you're like, I remember in the past you were talking about the old perspective of Avon. I remember we would go out and people would say, "Oh, I don't wear makeup. I have sensitive skin. I can't use Avon." But now you can talk to those people. Oh, you're big on health and wellness. You don't use products with chemicals. We have the Farm RX line, all natural, clean beauty. We have a brand new Retune line with Avon. You can get your omega-3s, your digestive health, your rested sleep. All these vitamins and minerals we have that you can share with people, male or female, which is a really great thing that I love. And with these products, since it's a different demographic that you're reaching out to, the people who don't wear makeup, the guys, whatever, these people, if they're buying these products, you can also share with them that they can open an Avon account and get a discount on their products. Like I know supplements add up. My parents, they buy supplements from like generic, well, not generic, but like the store, the supplement stores. I don't want to name names because they're not paying me for promo. It adds up, and as you get older, once you pass 25, you need supplements because your body is just like, okay, that's not going to work. That's not going to work. So as you get older, you start to take these supplements. They rack up because you need supplements for different things.
Yes.
And if you can save a 20, 40, 50% on those products, that's a good thing that you can share with people because they're going to need supplements anyway. I know I do. Their doctors are telling them they do. Their health and wellness professionals are telling them they do. You can introduce them to your Avon business and let them know that they can get their supplements at a discount.
That is so great. I love that. So, this could be also for a guy, for just for anybody. They want to just save on their supplements. There you have it. Great idea, Georgiana.
Yeah. Leverage everything to go every aspect of your business.
So start recruiting those health and wellness people who are taking care of their bodies. Hey, did you know that Avon has great supplements, and you could get them at a great discount? That's
all
great.
of my supplements that I used to order from these other places, before I placed that refill order, I'm like, does Avon have this now? I just need to replace my bone health, my omega-3, and I've been taking my collagen. But I compared, looked at the prices from other people, and I was just like, I'm not paying that when Avon has it.
I know.
And they get 40% off.
I'm the same way. I'm the same way. I'm not even buying the dishwasher pots anymore. I'm like, we have everything. We even have the kitchen. I use a lot of the kitchen cleaner.
The Cocina or the Homestar?
Spray, yes, and it's so good. The orange one. Oh, you have to try it.
I use it. I love it. I think it's a red one and an orange one that I use. It's a multi-purpose, and then there's like a kitchen cleaner. But the other day I spilled some, and I was like, okay, I'll just wipe it up. That stuff was so rich and thick. I was like, not for nothing, but when you use the spray nozzle, it kind of foams up, so it's like less concentrated. But when I pulled the liquid itself, I was like, this stuff. There was just soap everywhere, bubbles.
Yeah. Oh, it is
so good. So good.
So promote it and use your own products. I'm telling you, just if you talk to someone and you tell, hey, you know what, you should join Avon because We have products for the home. You can buy all your cleaners, your laundry supplies. You can get, like you mentioned, your supplements, your health supplements.
Yeah.
So what else? Your body wash, your bubble
Clothes,
bath.
jewelry,
Yeah,
skincare,
the
hair care.
yeah. What else?
I
So
would
much.
say ask people this. How much, look at your last grocery bill. I'm that person who goes into the one like big box store and tries to get all of my products at once. My mom is the kind of person who wants to go to a lot of different stores to get her little different things. But I would say, take out your last bill, not groceries, but like home, fashion, jewelry, that kind of products. Take 20% off of that. How much would you, if that's what you spend each month, how much would you save each month if you were getting 20% off? Would you prefer to get 20% off of your products? All right, open the Avon account.
Yes, that is.
Just, I know
Oh,
I hate to do the math, but when I do the math on my finances, anybody who's like financially conscious, when you start to run those numbers and you see, even if you're saving $20 a month,
mhm.
over 10 months, that's $200 back in your pocket. What could you do with $200? That's a free month of, I don't know, phone bill, gas bill, light bill,
I love it.
cooking.
You just gave me a great idea. I'm gonna start asking everybody. Hey, you know what? You should open your own Avon account. And why?
Wow.
Because
Sometimes people don't make the connections. They're like, I think a lot of times people say, I don't want to sell. All right, you're not a salesperson, no big deal. But do you want a discount on the products you're already buying? Like when I think about what we do, we sign up for those stupid little key cards when we go to stores, and then they start emailing us a whole bunch of spam. We we pay hundreds of dollars per year for these warehouse stores. The Costco, the BJ's, the Sam's Club, all of those places. Yeah, per year, so that we can get our discount. So would you pay $30 one time so that you can get a discount forever?
yes,
I
one
think
time.
sometimes people don't make that connection. Their first thought is, oh well, sales. I'm not a salesperson. I don't know enough people. I don't want to sell. Don't worry about that. Could you use 20 to 40 or 20 to 50% off of your products?
And you know that that the owners of Avon are LG and H, and they are giving the representatives the same discount as their employees who are making the appliances and electronics. So, that's another perk.
Yeah, discounts. I know when it comes to like sending Mother's Day flowers and stuff, I go on to my little Avon perks. What deals do you guys have for today? And I can send stuff to using their discount. So you're right. There are other discounts that we get on computers, on clothing, restaurants, gifts. You're right.
Electronics, yes.
You're right. It's more than just sales. Somebody said the other day, being a rep is not just sales, it's a lifestyle or it's a movement. I think they said being an Avon rep isn't just a business, it's a movement. And I was like, yeah, we're really empowering people to go above and beyond.
I love that. And 135 years, we're not going anywhere, you guys.
I will tell you, we're gonna wrap because we're over our time. But I can tell you, back in I think '99, some dummy had written an article, and Avon was in his prediction. There was no proof for this, but he thought, Avon has been around for a long time. They're going to go out of business this year. And I always talk about this. So I remember talking to people and sharing the opportunity, and people saying, "Oh no, Avon is going to close this year. I don't want to get started in something that's going to close." That was '99. It was either like 1999 or 2009, somewhere back then. And I'm just like, if those people had joined back then and stuck around till now and really worked their business,
Yeah, they would have been successful now. But thank you everyone for joining us, and
we had a good chat.
that's great information. See you next Thursday. Thank you so much, you guys, for mingling and talking to us, and we really, really appreciate you and your company here.
Yes.
See you next Thursday.
Bye, everyone. Have a great week. Well, we'll see you on Saturday for our next stream, North Carolina, I believe.
Really? Yes.
Then next Thursday. All right, everyone. Bye.
Bye.